Hey guys, Poppy Law here with you with a brand new video based on viewer requests. A lot of comments said I should do more in-depth character arc analysis videos. So today we're gonna go green, baby! Figured I'd start off my character arcs with the Incredible Hulk, because oh boy, Marvel has done him dirty. There's so many things right about this character right now, but in this little video I want to go deep, deeper than ever before, and talk about what's right with him and what's wrong with him. Alright, without further ado, here's the video. Oh, and last thing, stick around till the end of the video, I have a special announcement. Where to start with my boy Hulk? Well, as you all know, he's been one of my favorites since the beginning. Ask my mom. My first words were, "Law Smash!" Don't at me on that. I think if we want to do Hulk justice, we need to show a bit of his timeline. See what movies he has been in and see all the alterations. We're gonna go ahead and ignore the 2003 Shrek Takes Steroids film because that was an abomination of a film. Get it? Because Abomination is like one of his main villains. Honestly, if you unsubbed right now, I wouldn't hold it against you. We'll be focusing on the MCU Hulk only, not the TV shows or the 2003 Hulk. We may dive into the connections to the comics as well. So, let's start off. It's 2008. Things are nice. And then, kablamo! Another Hulk movie. It looks like it has more promise than its predecessor, which in turn it did. Honestly, I think the movie gets a bad rap. Yeah, it wasn't the most iconic movie, and sure, the plot wasn't that great, but Hulk did look pretty cool. I don't think this Hulk would fit the art style of the modern Avengers, but nonetheless, he was a whole lot more scary. I think where this movie went wrong is that the movie is called The Incredible Hulk, when in reality, the movie's a Bruce Banner movie. It focused on his struggles dealing with the Hulk. What a lot of casual Marvel fans don't realize is that Hulk and Bruce Banner are not the same person. They are two separate entities fighting over the control of the same body. The reason Hulk is able to come out when he's angry is because when a person's angry, that person doesn't exactly think things through. They do rash and out of control things. And that gives the Hulk his opening to come out. Throughout this first movie, you can see that all Bruce is trying to do is find the quote-unquote cure. And that's what the beginning of his character arc is about. Hulk is not a person in Bruce's eyes. He's a monster, a disease. But what I think this movie does a good job at showing is that Hulk isn't a monster. In the scene in the rain when Hulk takes Betty to the mountain area, you can see that Hulk does have compassion for her. In this moment, he is not an angry being. He is genuinely concerned for her well-being. And I think that kind of sets the tone for the Hulk Banner arc. Banner thinks he is this all-knowing person, and the solution to all of his problems would be to get rid of this monster, while Hulk only comes out when Banner needs saving. It kind of makes you feel bad for the Hulk when you think about it from his perspective. He's in a world where if anyone sees him, it's immediate hostility. Tanks, armies, people trying to weaponize him. It's not a world meant for him, and even at the end of the movie, when he stops Abomination, which is a really cool fight by the way, he was deemed still a threat and had to run from that helicopter. One other reason I think this movie doesn't get enough credit is that the end credits scene. It does introduce the Avengers Initiative. The end credit scene shows Tony going up to Ross and hinting at it, so that confirmed we were gonna get more movies. The next movie with the Hulk is the first Avengers. It starts off with him being in a village helping all the people he can, because if he can't help himself, he might as well help others. His warm welcome from Natasha was nice, aside from the fact that he was surrounded by gunmen. People are scared of him, no matter what he does to make amends per se. You can see in the beginning he is depressed and downtrodden because he can never hold relationships for long because of the Hulk. He doesn't even call the Hulk by his name. He's
the other guy.
I don't know if you all know this, but if you can't even call the other person by their name, you might not have the best relationship. Throughout the movie, you have to think that people are so scared of him that they have contingency plans in place for the Hulk. In Bruce's mind, he doesn't see Hulk as another entity. He sees him as a thing that causes all this fear and hate towards him. The glass thing that drops Thor out of the sky is literally made for the Hulk, and the drop is to try to kill him. Even though a drop from that height happened in this movie and he survived, the point was still to kill him. At the end of the movie, the line,
"That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry."
kinda showed that Banner and Hulk figured their stuff out for a bit. They kinda had a mutual understanding of each other. Banner knew that Hulk could fight way better than he could, so he let the Hulk out, and it kinda gave Hulk an outlet to go crazy for a little bit. Moving on to Age of Ultron. Hulk is in kind of a weird spot. First off, Betty Ross is no longer in the picture. I probably should have mentioned that a good minute ago. Natasha and Banner actually have a subtle connection between each other. What's weird that I notice is that Hulk and Banner are two separate beings. This is correct. But I think they share more than is let on. See, in both The Incredible Hulk and Age of Ultron, Banner had somewhat of a love connection to the other person. The thing that is interesting to me is that Hulk also has a connection to those people. When Betty was in trouble, he saved her and cared for her in the mountain. And when Hulk needed to calm down, Natasha's the only one that's able to do it. It's like Hulk knows that Bruce cares for and loves these people. Or, it's like Bruce getting his way through Hulk while he was in the back seat. Just food for thought. Anyway, back to Age of Ultron. Bruce has kind of accepted the fact that his body is a part of the Hulk. You can see him using Hulk more and more, but on his terms. Banner stays back in the ship until they absolutely need him to fight in South Africa. That is until Scarlet Witch messes with his head, and he goes on a rampage, pretty much leveling the city. But if you notice at the end of that whole Hulk-Tony fight, he gets up and he looks at all the damage he caused, all the people he has hurt. Only when he sees the soldiers with the guns, he gets to go angry again, and then lights out. This sets Banner back a bit with his relationship with the Hulk. He sees him as a danger to society, and honestly, I think Hulk starts to see that as well. That's why at the end of the movie, he gets on a Quinjet and leaves. He knew that since his fighting was done, he was just gonna go back to being put in a box again, only to be used to save Banner and smash things when he needs to. So he took the opportunity while he was in control, and flew away without knowing where he was going. All Hulk knew was that he couldn't be there anymore. And with that being said, this leads us to Thor Ragnarok. Since Marvel and Universal co-own Hulk, he can't have his own movie. Plus, it's kinda hard for people to make a Hulk movie that works. So what Marvel decided to do is to put the Hulk on a 3-movie character arc, with this movie being the first in its series. Hulk left Earth because he was a danger to the people on Earth. Hulk knew this, and he even said it to Thor.
Earth hate Hulk. Earth loves Hulk.
He was brought to this place and looked at as a god to these people. They celebrated that he was so brutal and so destructive. No one knew that there was another person inside Hulk. They even threw parades for him. Why would a person ever want to leave a place like this that praises him like that? This movie was focused solely on the Hulk, his thoughts on everything. The only thing to bring him back was that recording of Natasha. So with my side note that I made before, I do believe that it is Banner's emotions oozing out. A big thing that Hulk struggles with in this movie is that he sees all the people on Earth as Banner's friends and not the Hulk's friends.
About friends. This is what friends do. They support each other. You're Banner's friend. I'm not Banner's friend. I prefer you. Banner's friend. I don't even like Banner. I'm into numbers and science and stuff.
He felt used. For Infinity War, me and quite a bit of the Hulk fans left the theater kinda angry because there was like only a split second of the actual Hulk. But looking back at it, it makes sense why they did this. The movie was focused solely on Banner and his struggle with the Hulk. Banner needed to figure out that he was able to do these things on his own. Hulk wouldn't come out because he was tired of just coming out when Banner needs saving. He refused to. Banner needed to learn how to protect himself. And that's really the thing about this character arc video. I'm doing it on 2 different people that are both learning things at the same time. See, Hulk didn't want to be in a place where everyone hated him, and so he let Banner do all the work there. Because if he did come out in this movie, he would have been feared by everyone else a week later. And at the end of the movie, Banner understands this.
Hulk, we got a lot to figure out, pal.
This leads me to Endgame. I hoped it would happen, but it still surprised me when it was Professor Hulk. I was so excited, and seeing Hulk like this made me so happy. This movie was focused on them together. Now they are one person. But I did have an issue with it. See, all of these movies with Hulk and Banner in it show them hating each other, but growing from it in the end. They led up to this moment where Bruce and Hulk are finally one being. Bruce stopped looking at it as a disease and saw him as a cure. I don't think that's entirely true though. Yes, it's Hulk's body, and yes, it's Bruce's mind. But in the movie, it seemed like Hulk isn't used to his potential. It's kinda like Banner just made Hulk brain dead. It is solely Banner's mind, but just in Hulk's body. You don't get to see the Hulk, well, Hulk out. Even when he's in New York, he doesn't like smashing things. You can tell that it's only Banner in his head. It's kinda creepy when you think about it. It's Banner using Hulk's body as a puppet, completely silenced. Maybe they'll do something more with it, who knows, you know? Like, if anything, I could see it leading up to a struggle that he has with the Hulk, where he doesn't want to be a puppet anymore. I just wish I saw the Hulk out a little bit more. But as of right now, Hulk has a completed story arc. Who knows what's next? Hey guys, thanks for watching and making it this far. I do have a special announcement to make. I somehow wanted to get you guys involved. So I decided to make a Google Forms survey where you can post a theory about where you think the MCU is going, what you think is next, who's going to be the next bad guy, whatever type of theory you have relating to the next phase of the MCU. At the end of the month, some friends and I will be choosing our top 5 favorite theories and posting them on this channel in a big video. The link to the form is in the description. I'll also be looking at my Discord and my theories channel and the comments section when the time comes. Alright guys, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.